Hello everyone. In this session of CCNA series, I will discuss another two common security threats, that is reflection and amplification attack and man in the middle attack. A reflection attack is a type of cyber attack in which the attacker sends a large number of requests to a server, each with victim's IP address as the source address. The attacker spoofs the target source IP address to make it appear as if the request is coming from the target. The attacker sends requests to many servers that respond to those requests. The server responds to those requests, sending a large number of responses back to the victim, overwhelming it with traffic, which can cause the network connection of victim to become overloaded and disrupt the access to the internet or other network resources. So it will play with the victim's network connection. That is the main aim. And there are three different types of reflection attack. One is DNS reflection attack, in which the DNS services are used to exploit. Another one is NTP reflection attack, where the NTP services are being used, and then SNMP reflection attack, in which the SNMP services are exploited. Reflection attack are often used in conjunction with the amplification attack, in which the attacker uses server with large response capacity, such as DNS server, to amplify the effect of the attack. The attacker sends a small number of requests to the server, but the server responds with much larger number of responses, creating a much large traffic load on the target network connection. An amplification attack is like a reflection attack but involves exploiting protocol or services that can generate a larger number response to a relatively small request, such as for a 30-byte DNS query, it will generate a DNS response of 150 bytes. So DNS and NTP services can be exploited for attack of this type. Another type of attack is man in the middle attack. Let's say in a typical network communication scenario, the two devices communicate directly with each other, where a client wants to send data to a server. It sends the data packet to the network, and the packet are routed to the server. A man in the middle attack is a form of cyber threat where an attacker eavesdrops into conversation between two devices and intercepts the traffic and gain access to the information that the two devices were trying to send to each other. This can be achieved by various means, such as ARP spoofing or compromising a network device. Let me explain this with an analogy from a classroom. I'm sure you might have done this in your school days. Imagine you're passing a note to a friend in your class. That friend can be your girlfriend or a naughty friend. So you write a note, fold it, and pass it to your friend. There is a person in the middle who has to pass this note to your friend. So in man in the middle attack, a sneaky person sitting between you and your friend intercepts the note before it reaches your friend. This person can read the note, maybe even change it, or if he is honest, then pass it along to your friend as if nothing happened. Similarly, in a network, devices communicate using MAC address to identify each other, and ARP is a protocol used to map IP address to the MAC address. So when a client wants to send data to server, it first checks its ARP table to see if knows server's MAC address. If it doesn't, then the client broadcasts an ARP request to find out what the MAC address of the server is. So it floods to all the hosts in the broadcast domain asking for the MAC address associated with the server. Then you have attacker that is available in the same broadcast, receives it as well. And this attacker prepares to exploit the information learned. Here the attacker replies with false ARP messages to client and also server, claiming to be each other. Here the attacker tells the clients that its own MAC address is actually servers, and tell the servers vice versa as well. So as a result, both devices update their ARP table with wrong information, thinking they are communicating directly with each other. Now, when the client sends data again, it goes to the attacker, who can intercept or modify it before sending it to the server. So server receives the data thinking it's from the client and responds back in the same way. So attacker is in the middle, intercepting, potentially altering the communication between two devices without their knowledge. This is man in the middle attack. And I hope this was informative for you. Thank you for watching. If you have any queries, please do reach out to me. I'll be glad to help you guys.